Hi guys, it's time again to address a social media post. And this week we have a guy that has limited equipment at home. He basically only has dumbbells and he's been doing push-ups for the last period of time. I'm not sure for how long. Before we get into it, I just want to say that, man, I saw some other posts of yours and just don't give up. You started doing it, just keep on doing it. I'm gonna try to give you some advice so you can improve and actually see more results. But it's a long-term commitment. You're not gonna see results overnight. If it would have been so easy, we would have seen only Arnold Schwarzeneggers and Ronnie Coleman's on the street. It's not that easy to build muscle. So, that being said, I saw that you you are jealous of fat people because you think they have it easier. Trust me, they don't have it easier. I've been on both sides. I've been on your side. I've been very skinny in my younger days, and believe it or not, this picture is from after I gained about 8 kilos. So I was even skinnier than that. And this picture, I was 108, I think. It was in a period of time when I couldn't work out because of a back injury that I had. And trust me, it's really hard to get in shape again. It's really hard from both sides. But you just have to trust yourself and to trust the process and just keep on grinding. So that being said, let's get into the workout. The best way to help you out was just to create a whole workout for you. So you have to work all your muscle groups. That being said, I did a 5-day workout for you because I saw in your post you've been doing like 6 days a week only push-ups. I wouldn't recommend doing a 6 days a week workout, at least not at the beginning. 5 days a week is more than enough. You could even go with 3 days a week. The most important thing is how you train, because you can get a lot out of a workout just by pushing yourself hard enough. And one more thing, muscles grow in the recovery period. So if you overtrain, if you train 6 days a week, your muscles don't have time to recover. And they don't grow while you train them. They actually grow when they recover. So in the rest days, the rest time. So we're gonna start with arms. I did most of the exercises in the gym, but I only used dumbbells. So basically, although I did it in the gym, I only used what you have at home as well. I also did an exercise home, just so you can see how you can mimic a squat bench, one arm dumbbell curl at home, just on a chair with a pillow. The most important thing is to focus on your mind-muscle connection. So just focus to only work the targeted muscle. So for biceps, just focus that your movement will engage your biceps. For triceps, the same thing. Basically, for all the muscles, just focus that your movement isolates and engages the targeted muscle group. So let's get into it. What I would recommend is for you to start by doing 4 sets from the first exercise of each muscle group. So we're talking about biceps and triceps now. So the first exercise for biceps, you have alternating dumbbell curls. So do 4 sets of that. For triceps, you have close grip push-ups. Just do 4 sets of that. And for the rest of the exercises, just do 3 sets for each exercise, biceps and triceps alike. In terms of reps, I would recommend you to go about 15 to 20 reps, in that range, but the number of reps is actually not your goal. So if you hit 15 reps, but you feel like you can still go for 2 more or 3 more or 5 more, just go. So just push yourself until failure, until the targeted muscle group fails. Very important. Failure means that your targeted muscle group cannot do the movement, the exercise, in the correct form anymore. So every set will be pushed to failure. That's how you make your muscle, you push your muscle, and you make your muscle grow. Even if it's more than 20, it's not a problem to go over 20. Also very important is your rest time. So between each set, try to have a rest time between 30 seconds and 1 minute. Try not to go over 1 minute. If in this first set you pushed to complete failure, like you couldn't do more than 20, probably the next set you're gonna do 18 or 17, then maybe 16 or 15, and so on. So the number of reps is not necessarily a goal. Your goal is to push your muscles to failure. This being said, let's move on to chest, because I think you wanted to grow a bigger chest. So I'm guessing you don't have access to a bench at home. So I'm just gonna show you what I did a few years ago when I was stuck at home and I wanted to work out. So basically I had a wooden plank, and I put some sponges in and some leather on top, but you can also just use a wooden plank. You can put it between 2 chairs like I did, or for an incline bench, you can just lean it on your sofa or on your bed, and you can mimic the incline bench. So let's get into the chest training. For the chest workout, you can go like we did for biceps and triceps, 4 sets on the first exercise, then 3 sets on the next exercises. Same number of reps, same idea, just push your muscle to failure. You can also watch some of my previous videos, like the video from last week where I explain the movements a little bit more. I wouldn't want to just repeat myself, so go ahead, watch the video from last week if you want to have a better insight on the movement itself. One more thing. After your chest training, I didn't do any video about it, but I would recommend you to do some abs. You can do some crunches and some V-ups, for example, or whatever exercise you feel like you connect with the most. Just do about 4 to 7 sets of abs and it should be fine. This being said, let's move on to legs. The leg workout is a more intense workout. Basically because the muscle groups are a lot bigger and there are a lot of muscle groups. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. For the legs, you're going to do 4 sets for each exercise. Try to mind the form and try to push your muscles to failure. Next on the menu we have back. Also a very important muscle group, a very big muscle group. So try to engage your back, engage your lats, engage your rhomboids, and just focus on that mind-muscle connection. For example, on the pull-ups. I hope you have a pull-up bar or you can go someplace where you can do pull-ups. Otherwise, just try to do the other exercises and maybe add some more sets, because for this you're gonna do 4 sets for each exercise. If you don't have access to a pull-up bar, just do 5 sets for the remaining exercises. The goal is not to get over the bar. The goal is to engage your back muscles. Also for the bent over rows or one arm rows, your goal is to try to work with your back as much as possible and not engage your biceps. So it's not about this movement, about bending your elbow. It's about the movement from your back with your lats. On the standing hypers, you can start doing them without dumbbells at the beginning and then add the dumbbells as you go, 2-3 weeks later. Next, we have shoulders and traps. It's pretty simple, just as before. For these muscle groups, you're gonna do 4 sets for each exercise. You only have 2 exercises per segment, because when we talk about shoulders, we talk about the 3 segments. So we have the anterior delt, the lateral delt, and the posterior delt. So 4 sets for each exercise, then you go into traps. Very important for the shrugs, keep your shoulders up for a count to 2 or 3 in a contracted position. So workout related, we're pretty much done. That's about it. Just try to focus on your form, focus on your mind-muscle connection, engage those targeted muscle groups, and give yourself time to rest during the weekend, and be patient. Give yourself time to grow. So this is the actual workout. What I want you to do is to track your workouts. Track the number of reps you do for each exercise, the weight you use for each set, and the next week have this tracker with you when you start the workout, and try to add more. I saw somebody commented on one of your posts about progressive overload, so that's what I'm trying to explain now. It's not necessarily about training with more weight, because to be honest, you wouldn't be able to do this for a long time. You can't increase the weight each week. So maybe next week you're not going to increase the weight, you're going to increase the number of reps. If you know that last week you did 20 reps for the first set, this week you're going to do 22 reps. And for the second set, if you did 18, you're going to do 19 or 20, and so on and so forth. So it's not just about increasing the weight. You increase the number of reps, and after 2-3 weeks, you also increase the weight. Then you go with the same weight maybe for another 2-3 weeks, just increasing the number of reps each week. Then you can add some more weight. And just like that, you achieve progressive overload. Apart from the workout, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the process, because to be honest, after many years of working out and training, I just like the process. I like working out. I like going to the gym, regardless of the results. I've been working out for years without having any objective, just because I loved working out. Of course, you have to get to a point to be able to just do it for fun, and you have to love it. But apart from working out, and probably even more important than your training, is going to be your diet. In order to build muscle mass, you have to eat a lot. I'm probably not the first one who told you that. You've probably heard it a lot. At the beginning of the video, I showed you a picture of me when I was really skinny, and I told you that that was actually after I gained 8 kilos. To be able to gain those first 8 kilos and to look a little bit more, I wouldn't say bulky, because I wasn't, but just to have some muscle mass on my body, I used to eat even 8 times a day, and a lot. And I had every day between 6 and 8 meals. Basically, I was eating most of the time. Yeah, every 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, I was eating. I pushed myself to, I can't say I was force feeding myself, to be able to build muscle mass. I wouldn't recommend you to go that far, that extreme, but you will have to have between 5 and 6 meals a day. You will have to have a protein-rich diet, about 2 grams per kilogram. I don't know how much you weigh, but if you weigh like 60 kilos, you will have to eat about 120 grams of proteins a day. You can even go more than that. It's not a problem. But if you do that, and if you have a high protein diet, be very careful to drink enough water. I've seen a lot of people having kidney problems because of a high protein diet without a proper water intake. So be very careful with that. Drink a lot of water, at least 2.5, 3 liters of water a day. Water is also very important in training, in building muscle as well. So take care of that, and I hope you enjoyed the process. I hope I was able to help you. For everybody, I know I have a lot of friends that asked about a workout, home workout. I hope you're gonna see this video as well, and you're gonna start working out. Have a nice week, and see you in the next one. Cheers.